Today I'm reviewing a 2007 Chevy Trailblazer, which is a mid-size SUV produced from the 2002 to 2009 model year before being replaced by the Chevy Traverse. It also saw a minor refresh for the 2006 model year. Now, over the course of the run of the Trailblazer, it was offered in two different chassis length configurations. This is the more popular, shorter 5-seat option of the Trailblazer, but then it was also offered in an extended wheelbase called the EXT model, which adds a third row seat and increases seating capacity up to 7. Now, because this is a GM product, it was also offered in a number of heavily badge engineered alternatives, including the siblings in the GMC Envoy, the Buick Rayonier, the Oldsmobile Bravada, the Saab 97X, and the Isuzu Ascender. The Trailblazer, because it's got that Chevy badge, obviously sold in the highest sales volumes when compared with those siblings. The Trailblazer is also offered in a few different trim package offerings. They've got the base LS model. This model is the mid-level LT package. Then they've got the range topping luxury package, which is the LTZ. And then they also offer the Trailblazer in a super sport package, which is a sport-focused variant of the Trailblazer. I mentioned they did a minor refresh to the Trailblazer in 2006. With that, we get some revised wheel package offerings. And then the main difference is that on the front end of the vehicle, they gave it a revised front end here. The grille headlight design is slightly different. Earlier versions of the Trailblazer had the center bar cutting all the way through the headlights. That's now separated in later versions. And then inside the vehicle, they also did a few minor updates. Walking around the vehicle, overall, it's got a pretty clean look to it, very conservative, with just a few kind of muscular cues that give it a very athletic look. You'll see that the fenders at the front and rear of the vehicle kind of bulge out. And then likewise, the whole body below the windows kind of bulges out as well. So I really like that look. Likewise, you'll see that these taillights kind of bulge. So overall, they're giving the vehicle a very conservative look, but then it's also got just that muscular element to it, which gives it a really sporty look. I think it comes together very nicely, and overall is a really great looking vehicle. The Trailblazer was offered in rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, and the base engine was this 4.2 liter all-aluminum inline 6-cylinder, which has 270 horsepower and 275 pound-feet of torque. It will do 0 to 60 in 9.3 seconds and has an EPA rating of 14 miles per gallon in the city and 20 miles per gallon on the highway. They also offered a 5.3 liter 8-cylinder on the EXT model, which has 290 horsepower and 325 pound-feet of torque. That vehicle will do 0 to 60 in 8.7 seconds. Both engines are paired to a 4-speed automatic transmission. And then they also offered that Super Sport model in standard all-wheel drive, which had 395 horsepower and could do 0 to 60 in 5.4 seconds. Looking inside the Trailblazer, you'll see that it's got a pretty conservative interior with a fairly basic look. Some cheaper plastics, and overall a little bit dated for a vehicle from 2007, but it does come with a pretty nice level of standard features. We've got power windows, power door locks, power mirrors, power driver seat with lumbar support. See, to the left of the steering column, we've got controls for the headlights, instrument cluster lighting, and fog lights. Steering wheel is leather wrapped and has a nice feel to it. It's also got a number of controls for audio, OnStar connectivity, fuel economy and trip information, and some other vehicle settings. In the middle here, you'll see we've got audio system with 6-disc CD player, AM/FM radio, and then below that we've got climate control, which is a dual zone system for the driver and front passenger. On the left, we'll see that we've got electronically controlled 4-wheel drive system with the flip of a button, and then controls for that rear windshield wiper. Below, we've got 2 cup holders, automatic transmission, emergency brake, 1 more cup holder, and then center console. And then up above, we've got a self-dimming rear view mirror with OnStar functionality, and then we've got the ability to program up to 3 garage door openers through the HomeLink system. Looking in the back seat, you'll see it's fairly spacious with good leg, head, and shoulder room. Center console has controls for rear audio and climate control settings. So you can plug in headphones and use the vehicle audio system and then independently control that climate in the rear. We've also got 2 cup holders and a 12-volt outlet. And then the seats do fold down in a 60-40 split. It's a 2-step process. pull up the bottom of the seat and then pull this lever here to drop down that seat back, and the headrest automatically folds down, allowing you to increase that rear cargo space. And then we can put it back into position quite easily as well. And then as we come to the rear of the vehicle, nice setup here with dual functionality. So we can open up this top glass, allows access to the rear without everything falling out. But if you need larger access, we can open up the whole rear hatch. And you'll see that it's very spacious back here, plenty of cargo space. The one thing that I feel like you can always count on from a GM SUV is the quality of the power plant, and this Trailblazer is no exception to that rule. The 6-cylinder that we get in this vehicle is very powerful, it's smooth, it's got a really nice engine tone to it, and it's very well suited to this vehicle. And overall, the ride quality of this vehicle is very good as well. It's quiet, it's smooth, it's comfortable, really plush seats, and while I like the light feel that you get with the steering and the feel of this leather wrapped steering wheel, the one thing that I don't really like about the driving of the Trailblazer is that the steering's got a lot of play in it. So you can see we can continue this straight line and just wiggle that back and forth. It's got kind of a cheap feel to it in that sense. Pulling onto the highway, we'll do a quick acceleration test. Here it's got that really nice exhaust note to it, a very quick vehicle, and the transmission's very smooth as well. It's unfortunate that it's a 4-speed transmission because that hurts the fuel economy a little bit, but it is very simple and does work pretty well with this power plant. So that's a review of the Chevy Trailblazer. All around a pretty good vehicle. It's nice looking on the exterior, it's spacious inside, it's comfortable, a little bit cheap in terms of interior quality, but it does come with a nice level of standard options and features, and then a really great powertrain as well. If you have any comments or questions on the Trailblazer, leave them in the section below. For more car reviews, be sure to subscribe. In the meantime, thanks for watching.